Hi, Adam Dukes here with Ask Adam Live, the first ever live weekly real estate marketing show where I answer your questions live every week at Thursday at 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We're going to dive right in here. An agent, Derek, an agent from Fair Oaks, California, asked me on Twitter, is buying followers and page likes worth the cost? No. So many people are stuck up on the size and the quantity and not the quality of their followers, the fans, subscribers, email database, and all that. It doesn't matter the size. It's the quality. You want, for Facebook fans, you want your target market. Do you work with 35 to 40-year-old single males, maybe? That's who you want on your as your Facebook fans and your likes. Twitter, maybe it's a little bit more broad. But you want your target market is who you should be. So don't worry about the numbers. If you can make a good living with 100 Facebook likes if they are targeted likes to your target demographic. So don't worry about the numbers. Who cares about the followers? Who cares about the number of subscribers? The likes, the fans, all that. Don't worry about the number. Go deeper with it and worry about the quality of people that are following you're following them and vice versa. So quality. Do not worry about the quantity. Now, a good question though that does come up a lot for all kinds of businesses, and it's just a scam. Don't worry about the numbers. Molly, an agent from Georgia, asked me on Google Plus, what's the best way to follow up on leads? The best ROI, including use of time consideration. This is actually a very important or a very popular question, and surprisingly a lot of agents have this issue. I couldn't figure out what I wanted to say, but a lot of agents have issues with follow-up. That is probably, on my strategy sessions I do, that's probably the number one issue that I find that's holding agents back is lead management and following up and keeping track of all the leads, whether they're hot leads, cold leads, things like that. So that is why I just blogged about it. I'll have it in the show notes here below. That is why I am such a big fan of having an email autoresponder service. You write the emails one time, and then you can time them out. I typically suggest doing like a 90-day campaign with 10 emails. You send them kind of frequent up front. Maybe it's like day 1, day 3, day 5, day 7. Kind of introduce yourself and help them add value if they're buying a home. Things to maybe blog posts you wrote, or even links out to other blog posts. Obviously not your competition, but links to Dave Ramsey's a great one. He talks a lot about real estate. I'll have links up to some of his content about saving money, buying homes, selling homes, things like that. So just add value, and you write these emails one time, and you set it up in the system. There's some legwork up front, but then once it's set in place, it's all automatic. All these emails go out automatically, depending on when they signed up to get on your email newsletter, buyers leads or seller leads. And it constantly is working for you. So you put in the time. You write the emails, and then the emails work for you around, like I say it all the time, around the clock, 24/7, 365. These people are getting those emails, and eventually, when they're ready to maybe buy their home or list their home, they're going to raise their hand and reply to one of those emails, and then that's when you follow up, maybe with a phone call. Maybe they want you to come over and give the value of their home a better assessment, So email follow-up, and then also a CRM. That CRM to manage leads. I speak with a lot of agents who manually do it, using like a piece of paper, and it's 2014. There's no reason at all you should be manually keeping track of your leads, maybe on your calendar on the side of your desk. Some agents use Excel spreadsheets, which I guess that's better than this, but don't do that. The CRMs, the one I use, I think, is about $35 a month, but I think I have the second tier, so you can get, I think the lowest cost is $19 a month for the one that I use contextually. There's different ones. I think you can find them around $10 a month. I think you might have to pay a year in full. And then there's ones that are a little more advanced. Follow-Up Boss is a very popular one that I have experience with. Very, very nice system. It's a little bit pricier. I think it's around the $99 a month mark. So email software, autoresponder software, they're cheap. They all offer free 30-day trials, or maybe a $1 trial. But email software, you should be able to get started for less than $20 a month. CRM, you should get started right around that $20 mark as well. So that's $40 a month you're investing in to manage your leads and to keep track. Highly, highly recommend a CRM and an email autoresponder. And then the last question is Marie, actually a colleague of mine out here in Las Vegas. Marie and I recently met at a Rotary function. Marie asks, I am new to the Las Vegas market, but not new to selling real estate. What are your tips on generating more clients? That's a very common question. My tips are start a blog. I think that is the most effective way for marketing your real estate business. It's also free, money free. There is a time commitment. It does take some work, and it does take a little time to gain some traction. I typically say about 6 months. Some people get scared of that, but it works around the clock. I was just met with a gentleman and a lady this afternoon for lunch, and I was explaining the power of a blog and how it can generate leads for years to come. You spend 2 or 3 hours on a blog post today, let's say September 2014, it could be generating you leads next June, next December, 2016, and going forward. So a blog is an excellent way. It is, like I said, you have to put time in, and it does take a little bit of time to show results. But once it's moving, it's very, very powerful. If you want kind of instant results, I recommend Facebook advertising. Very, very, very effective. Combine that with a blog, and it's like pouring gas on a fire. The blog is kind of the fire, and the social media is the gasoline, and it can really just take off. So Facebook advertising, you can get started. $5 a day is the bare minimum, but you can see results for $5 a day and generating the leads. And like I said in that second question, with that automated email follow-up, with that CRM to manage those leads, and then with that Facebook traffic, at $5 a day, you should be generating leads. Probably at least 1 lead a day, I would say, around at the $5. It definitely depends, but over time you should be able to get it down to the $3 mark, is what we've seen, $3 to $4 mark. But get them into that email system that's all automated, that CRM, and just automate a lot of your lead generation. So excellent, excellent questions. Thank you very much. If you have any questions about how to market your real estate business more effectively, how to use kind of Facebook more effectively, YouTube, Twitter, LinkedIn, things like that, please leave a comment below, leave a comment on the YouTube video and the blog post, or go to askadamlive.com, and you can leave your questions there. I have my email address, you can tweet me questions, and I will answer these questions live on air every Thursday at 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So thank you very much. Episode 1 is in the books. I appreciate it. I had fun, and I will see you next Thursday.